Hello and welcome back to All for United WFC. Again, a very quick video from myself today. It's going to be just a few things that we have learned, understood and seen over the last 7 days or so surrounding Manchester United women, a couple of potential loans, potential incoming as well. The fixtures are now out, the WSL fixtures. That's to look forward to as well as the pre-season dates, and also a Lioness trio winners again. So we'll get into all of that as we go through this short little video. And we're going to start with the one that I think everyone wants to talk about, and that's the exclusive I dropped a few days ago now. I think it was some point last week. Zigiotti Olme. Now, for those of you who may not have seen, this was an exclusive story I dropped last week. Zigiotti Olme, the Bayern Munich and Sweden midfielder. I understand that the Manchester United are interested in the signing this summer. I do think this one will get over the line. There's still a bit of details and things like that to iron out. Could this be the first signing of the summer? I think it is likely to get done and over the line. I hope it does. I'll save all my actual thoughts for our player profile show if she is announced as a Manchester United player in the coming weeks. But she's a player of interest. It's a position I feel like we need as well. We spoke about it on the 5 priorities on my last little video that I uploaded last week. Defensive midfielder is someone that we potentially need. So is this that defensive midfielder finally coming through the door? What does that mean for Janssen? Let us know what you think on this potential incoming. And finally, it's a name, at least, albeit I'm talking about it and I'm the one that dropped the story. But it's a name at least. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that needs to be done. Wingers, potential backup right back, another centre back maybe as well that needs to get through the door. The season's coming around fast. We're only a few weeks away now from our Champions League qualifiers from kicking off. But this is a start at least. Can United get this one wrapped up, hopefully, by the end of the week? And the second story I dropped at the time of recording this, I dropped this a few hours ago, that Emma Watson is likely to be going on loan again, this time to WSL 2 side Crystal Palace. It sounds strange, doesn't it, saying WSL 2, the championship, for those of you who formally call it that. That's my understanding that move is very likely at the time of recording this. That is the club that is closest to securing that loan move. There is a lot of interest, and there are a lot of clubs in the WSL and the Championship, I believe, on that front. So hopefully that one gets done. I think it would be a good move for her. She needs minutes. She didn't have a great loan spell last year at Everton. Played a couple of games, then kind of fell out of favour a little bit. And I'm not quite sure why on that one. So she needs a good loan move. Hopefully this one gets done. I would imagine a couple of the other youngsters follow on that one as well, whether that's Lucy Newell, Evie Rabtron. Those kinds of players need a loan as well. And I'll be looking at one of the goalkeepers as well. I don't think we need all three. I think either Kayla or Saf will need a loan, because I don't think you need three keepers kind of sat around. Certainly not two keepers on the bench kind of sat around there as well. So I'd like to see a loan for one of those two. Hopefully this Watson one goes through as well. But my understanding is Crystal Palace is the most likely destination on that one. So again, let us know what you think. If it is to be Crystal Palace for Emma Watson, what you think on that one. So then something else we have had released in the last 7 days is the WSL fixtures, an eagerly anticipated day amongst many fans to check out where the big derbies are, where the Manchester derby is, where the Liverpool games are, the Chelseas, the Arsenals, and whatever other fixtures that you might be looking out for. So the running is probably easier than it was last year. I don't think it could get much more difficult than what it was last season, although it is Chelsea away on the final game of the season. Would you believe it? We seem to play Chelsea all the time at the end of the season, whether that's home or away. It's always at the end of the season, most of the time the last game as well. So that's a bit frustrating that our season ends there. And if we need a win to potentially secure Champions League or even the title, if you're that optimistic, that's a tough last game to go to. So going to the start of the season, we kick off at home to Leicester. I'm glad it's a home game at the start of the season. Always love kicking off at home at LSV. London City Lionesses follow that with a home game against Arsenal after that, away to Liverpool, and then home to Chelsea. So a tough start. I think it's tougher than last season for sure when we're looking at our first 5 fixtures. And obviously Champions League potentially mixed in with all of that as well, should we get through the first round of qualifiers that we've got against PSV and very likely Hammarby in the mini tournament at the end of this month. So fixtures are fixtures at the end of the day. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. That's such a basic quote. But you have to play everyone at least twice. It is what it is. I think it's a much of a muchness on that one, although I would rather not have Chelsea at the end of the season. 2 games, Old Trafford as well to look forward to. The Manchester derby, I don't think is ever going back to LSV unless it's a League Cup game or something like that. So that's exciting to look forward to. A lot more games in the traditional bigger grounds for the clubs as well. So lots of good games to look forward to, and I'm glad the WSL fixtures are out because now we can really start looking ahead and really plan for the season and start enjoying having Manchester United women back. And that then leads me on nicely into pre-season. We've had the games confirmed. It's Aston Villa up first, Manchester City, then Real Betis in Marbella again. Well, not again for Real Betis, but in terms of flying out to Marbella again for the team, they play Real Betis. And then Liverpool in front of fans this year, which I think has surprised many, but certainly a welcomed change on that one. It'll be live on MUTV as well, by the looks of things, but certainly a home game at LSV against Liverpool before the team fly off to Sweden for the Champions League qualifiers. I think this is brilliant. It's something we've been crying out for a couple of years now to have games. I know there's still a couple of behind closed doors games. I don't think you're going to get all of them in front of fans, but we've got one this year. That's a start, and it's against Liverpool as well. So I'm really happy with that, and one to look forward to on the 20th of August. And finally, now that the Euros are over, we have more Euros winners in the squad in Mela Tissier and Grace Clinton, and now a 2-time European Championship winner in Ella Toone, as well as England clinched the title against Spain at the weekend. I'm kind of glad the Euros is over on a personal level because I just can't wait for club football to come back. However, what a tournament it was, and particularly for our Lioness trio to come back as winners back into the team as well. That's always a great thing to have amongst the squad if you've got multiple winners like Ella Toone now as well, who have won at club and at international level. I think that's an amazing thing to have. And for May Letitia, although she didn't play a lot, I still think that is baffling. Well, I say play a lot, she didn't play at all for England throughout the tournament, which I think is baffling. She's the only United player that didn't feature, that went out to the Euros, that didn't feature a single minute on the pitch. I'm sure she played her role off the field as well. But for her to win a Euros at her age as well, I think is amazing. And Grace Clinton as well, coming through the ranks, getting better as the seasons go on. That's only going to do her the world of good as well. So congratulations to those three. Obviously, commiserations to all of our other European Championship representatives for Manchester United that went out there. It's going to be great to have them all back. I think a few of them are back this week as well at Carrington training. So that's going to be great to have them back, and great to have Manchester United back very, very soon. So that's a quick roundup of everything that's happened in the last kind of 7 days or so. I'm sure I've missed something, but there we go up to now anyway. Hopefully we start getting some more transfer rumours very soon and getting some incomings through the door. As I mentioned, Zigiotti Olme is the one that I believe is the closest. There might be others that I've not personally heard of, that it's not been reported yet, but we need to just get some signs through the door. We've got our first pre-season game coming up. I'm pretty sure it's this weekend, actually, against Aston Villa. So we need to start getting some players in through the door and start gelling with the squad, because that's going to be the most important thing as we enter a tough start of the season, particularly with the Champions League games thrown in there as well. So let me know what you guys think on everything that I've just said throughout this video. If you're new around here, make sure you're liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. All of our socials are All for United WFC. Stay tuned. We've got so much planned for the new season. We cannot wait to share all of our new ideas and new members as well, as you will see as the season kicks off as well. Have a good week all. I shall see you guys in the next one.